5 years ago, we sold everything in the UK and we joined my sister, my brother-in-law Simon here in Central Portugal. We bought an abandoned farm with a ruin and with almost an acre of land, and we have been renovating it ever since, and it completely changed our lives.
So if you're new around here, I'm Omar and this is Andrea. And we make videos here on YouTube all about renovating our property, and it's been 5 years now. Lots has happened. We first bought a container house and did that up. Then we constructed the small stone cabin for your mum.
Yeah.
And that looks fantastic. And now we're working on a bigger building, which is going to be our living room, dining room and kitchen with a bedroom en suite next to it. That's what we're currently working on. And there's lots more to happen after that, including the house.
So we thought it would be very interesting to share with you guys our thoughts and our experience, our challenges, and if we had any regrets, our expectations versus reality, basically. And this is completely our opinion. So if you guys have any experience moving to a different country, to Portugal, if you're interested in moving here, I would love to hear what you think about it.
Yeah, just leave something down in the comments below and we'll love to hear your opinion and we'll answer them there.
I'm sorry for squinting, it's very sunny.
And cold.
I'm very cold. We would like to start by saying what we've learned so far in our renovation, in the actual renovations.
Well, I think we're very fortunate because we don't have any major regrets. And we know a few people that ended up buying something that turned out to be not even theirs, like there was legal issues and they bought another piece of land that they were actually living in. For us, we've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
We haven't had any of those big issues. I'd say that we knew that we were going to live next to a eucalyptus plantation.
Yeah.
There's nothing exotic about eucalyptus at all. It's a bit sad to see constant growing and tearing out the trees and loads of lorries picking up all the wood.
For me, it's more not having a source of water. I would have loved a well or a borehole because then you can pump it out and water your vegetable patches.
Yeah, and put out any fires as well if you need to.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's really important. The other thing is that we used to live next to, back then it was a track road, and now it's an asphalted road.
Completely different.
That has a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
We used to have like 3 cars every day passing by. Now we have more like 3 every 10 minutes. So it's a bit louder. But at the same time, you know, it's give and take. Not everything's going to be perfect.
Yeah, change is the only thing that you can be sure of.
Oh, I like that.
Completely.
Should we talk about other things about renovation?
Yes, let's do.
Some little aspects of it?
Yes, because not everything was expected, obviously.
Not everything. So here is our workshop. It's a bit messy. We used to say there was going to be a granny annex. No longer. We want a workshop.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm really excited about making it into a very cool, like this is going to be the dirty side and then we're going to have a clean side where we get into sewing and things like that.
Sewing, yes. But I really wanted to touch the topic of tools because here, at least where we are in Central Portugal, there is no such place to go and hire equipment or a tool for several days and then return it. We have to buy everything.
Completely.
Like a cement mixer, scaffolding, table saws and all of that, which is really cool to have those toys, but it's something that you didn't quite expect when you are renovating. So that's one hidden cost,
A little surprise, I guess. I think as well, the quality and variety of tools. Like you can get really high-end stuff or very low-end stuff. There's nothing really, not a lot of stuff in the middle. But what I do like is that there's a lot of people that fix tools, broken tools, because obviously, you know, like angle grinders, they just go after a year or so. But, you know, there's someone there that can fix them. So there's not really a second-hand market either. So that sucks a little bit. But, you know, you can borrow stuff off your friends, though there is this rule that is hidden that everyone, you know, never talks about, that if you break it, you've got to replace it. So you've got to be a bit careful with that. But we do borrow people's scaffolding occasionally, or ladders.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Yeah, and the other thing is that we don't really have a big shop like a Home Depot or a B&Q in the UK. We do have a Leroy Merlin, but it's in Coimbra.
Yeah.
And the quality isn't amazing.
No, it's not.
So what you do here, which is very old school, and I actually really like it, is that you go to a wood yard for wood, metal yard for the metal, plumbing shop for the plumbing,
Completely.
and then you're also contributing for the local economy, and you get really specialized things for you, bespoke, however you want it.
Totally.
Takes
and
longer.
It's much better. It takes
Yeah.
longer, you have to be organized. but the quality is way better.
Yeah.
The wood from the wood yard is so much better from there that compared to Leroy Merlin.
100%. And also, we don't really have things like Amazon here. We do have Amazon.es, but it takes a very, very long time to get, sometimes 5-6 days. So might as well go out of your way, go to the local shop, contribute to the local economy, and meet your people and your community and practice your Portuguese. So here is our house. This is the main property over here. We haven't touched it, and I'm sure you have a lot of questions about it.
Yeah, most people would probably start with the house and
Yeah.
then move outwards, but we decided to leave it right to the end.
Yeah,
And we're basically like building a momentum
yeah.
until we feel ready, because that's the biggest part of the project, I reckon.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that need to happen. So ask away. We'd love to hear your thoughts. When we came here, we renovated a Victorian house in the UK, and we gained a lot of skills there. And I think it gave us a little bit of a false sense of security that we could do many things ourselves. So we were doing the tiny house, and then we got to a point with the roof, and we realized that we were really out of our depth.
I'm scared of heights.
Exactly. And then also we tried to do the stone wall, because it
That was
looks
a big
easy,
reality check.
and that was another massive reality check.
We're now much happier to work and make money to pay people that are much better experienced at
Yeah.
doing things. And we're very
100%.
fortunate with Simon, because he's pretty good at many
Everything.
things, as you see.
And that's another point that it was very interesting, because a lot of people here are very busy, and to get people that to come here, it takes a long time. So you mentioned Joss, who is very busy, and to get him to come here and have a look at the windows, which by the way, we changed our mind on that, but more on that later. He's gonna come here in January, February,
Yeah.
and we're in November now. So
Yeah, and do as much as we can as possible.
yeah, we can do some things, but not stone walls or roofs. No, thank you. So the weather here is really nice. It is quite sunny, but it's not as sunny as a lot of people may think. It can get quite cold during the winter, and during the summer it can get to 45 degrees Celsius, which is really hot. And then in the spring, they say Abril, Águas Mil, it rains a lot here in Portugal.
You know, an interesting statistic that I heard is that we actually have the same amount of rain as Dublin in Ireland.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
totally.
crazy.
But we have twice the amount of sunshine, and
Wow.
so they say Portugal's a cold country with a hot sun. So like as soon as you're in the shade, like we are now, it's
Yeah,
actually
it is
really
cold.
Completely.
And the thing is that with the rain, there's a lot of storms that come, and we do actually have a lot of power cuts here.
Yeah.
And that's
completely.
why we have batteries, and one of them is the amazing Jackery Explorer 2000 V2.
Something we didn't realize when we moved to rural Portugal is how often the electricity cuts out in the middle of a storm. Now, when you're renovating a project like ours, it's surprising how it always happens right in the middle of when you're making concrete or cutting timber.
What happened?
Electricity's gone. The thing's just stopped working now. This thing really helped us while we were making the floor in this room, because it provided us with lighting. So this battery has 2,200 watts of output and over 2,000 watt hours of capacity. It's got lots of USB ports. It's got 2 main AC ports. You know, for only 17 kilos with a lovely handle like this, it's really nice to be able to carry it around the work site without having to worry about lots of extension cables everywhere, which could be a hazard in themselves. So all in all, it's a lovely little package with a nice flat top so you can put your things on top. If you're looking for off-grid power that just works, then you're in luck, because Jackery are having their biggest sale ever. So if you want to find out more, click on the links in the description down below, or you can scan the QR code just here. I'd like to say a big thank you to Jackery for sponsoring this video.
So here is our tiny house. This is where we live and have been living for the past 5 years. And it's been really nice, but it's very small at the same time. It's only, what, 16 square meters?
Yeah, something like that. And they're really, like, our floor is like that far away from the freezing cold. So
It's not
going to be
insulated.
absolutely amazing when we move in there with an insulated floor that's like,
And we can walk around the bed.
yeah, God.
So I really want to touch now about living in Portugal and everything that we have learned and experienced over the past 5 years. So I want to start with the community and the safety
Completely.
and the Portuguese people. So
That's one of the biggest reasons we came here.
absolutely. So it's very safe. It's one of the safest countries in the world, and the town itself is very safe. We know everyone around us, which gives you a more sense of safety as well.
Yeah, we don't lock the car. I mean, we do lock our house, obviously. We've got security cameras, but I mean, generally, there's very, very little crime around here.
Yeah, I think the security cameras is also for like the wild boars and stuff like that as well, because that's more of my worry here rather than people coming in. It's really nice. The Portuguese people are very welcoming. They're really lovely. They always say hi to you. Bom dia, boa tarde, tudo bem, bom trabalho, boa continuação. It's really nice that the acknowledgement of your existence.
Completely. We know the postman, we know all the people in the supermarket, the taxi drivers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like a big family, basically.
Yeah, it's really nice that, I think, and everyone by name as well, and they know you by name. So in that sense, it's very safe and the community is lovely. And thank you to the Portuguese here that have welcomed us so well. Obrigada. So welcome to our tiny house kitchen. We built a lot of the things that you see here. Yeah, like the cabinets, the worktop. You did an amazing job with the
we did
doors.
a lot of the structure ourselves as well.
And then the roof was Simon and the ceiling. But anyway, I really wanted to talk to you about the cost of living, because in our experience, it's really changed over the last 5 years.
Completely.
When it comes to, for example, the houses.
Yeah, I mean, property prices are insane. Here in the countryside, they have risen considerably. I'd say about 30% perhaps in the last 5 years. But in the towns, it's just gone up so much. I don't know how anyone could ever afford to rent or to buy anything in a big city like Coimbra, Porto or Lisbon. So unfortunately, a lot of the younger people, they, you know, as soon as they are of age, they leave.
Yeah, they do leave to other European countries to earn more money.
Yeah, their wages have stayed the same pretty much.
So that's a really big problem here. In fact, we see sometimes houses here for 200,000 euros, which would have cost 80,000 euros a while ago. Do you think?
There's a lot of speculation.
There is no regulation of prices either, which is not great. When it comes to food, it's about the same prices as the UK. We find some of the things are actually more expensive, but one thing that we really like is that going out for lunch is affordable, and across the spectrum we do see people of all sorts of backgrounds going out for lunch to the same restaurant. So basically what happens is that you get the prato do dia económico. It's a set price, 8 to 10 euros. It used to be 6 actually when we arrived. And you get a soup, a coffee, a drink and a mains with it. So we went to our favorite restaurant here to show you what it's like to go for lunch here in Central Portugal.
Pefinhos con cogumelos. Between 100 and 120 people that come and eat here.
Good?
Very good. So we just finished our lovely meal. And funny enough, the electricity just went out here.
That's true.
But luckily the PDA machine has got battery. So you need batteries around here, basically. That's what we're saying. What do you reckon?
Yeah, true that. That was a really nice meal.
Yeah.
I got my mom's food. She can't come because she's looking after Canela. We can't bring Canela. So we're going home now.
This dish is called Oma's salmon.
Right, so you guys had some questions for us, so we got the crew together. We're missing Jai actually, but you had some questions, so I have them here.
Fire away.
How did Simon get his skills?
I did some building college when I left school for wimpy training, and I did my first year City and Guilds in carpentry, and it went from there.
Yeah.
When I first moved here, I was labouring for Portuguese people, where I learned block work and rendering, and I've been doing it ever since. Yeah.
Oh, cool. How did two brothers end up marrying two sisters?
Yeah.
Simon and I are not related.
We're not brothers.
No.
My sister and I are related.
Yes.
They just have long hair. What do you guys think? You'll be moving into your new living quarters?
I would say spring next year, maybe. Depends when the windows and doors get done, and then if it's not too cold to move in.
I think that's very, very ambitious.
I would say April, May, no?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the summer?
Well, we have to get the tiles and all sorts. So I would say by the summer, definitely.
And when are we going to start the renovation of the house, the third building?
I would say it's probably
In 2-3 years.
no. I would say by the end of this year we might start it.
Of that year?
This year, next year. Where are we?
We're
November.
November, so we can't do it
Yeah,
this year.
yeah, yeah. So,
Hang on a minute.
come on, Simon.
What does Simon do for a living in Portugal?
What they see here.
What you guys see
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Yeah. And what ways do you all engage with the Portuguese people in order to integrate yourself in Portugal, but at the same time keep your cultures intact? That's a long time.
That's quite a complex,
Yeah.
big question.
Cafes are good.
Yeah.
Hanging out with the locals in cafes.
Yeah.
Portuguese friends, no?
Yeah,
exactly.
totally.
Yeah.
Falar português quando se pode.
Go to the convivio, have a little dance every
Yeah.
year.
Go to the local festas. And then we eat roast dinner every week. So that's how we keep our culture. And arepas from Venezuela.
Exactly, exactly.
Do you plan to live here forever?
Who knows?
Oh, that's a big question. I don't know. I'm happy at the moment.
Yeah.
I have no move planned.
Do you guys get tired of renovations every day?
No, it's okay because it's you're always
Not
doing different
changing.
stuff.
Question for Simon. Do you work on other properties? Are you available to work for other work in Portugal?
I'm not available. I'm booked up. I have one other ruin I'm working on occasionally. But yeah, I'm busy. I'm really busy. Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do when you aren't working on the renovation? And what are you most looking forward to for 2026?
Me?
Oh.
Everyone.
Well, you start.
I like riding dirt bikes on the mountains. That's my thing.
And what about 2026?
I don't know. I just want to spend time with my family and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
And you, ¿qué quieres hacer para el 2026?
Viajar.
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 Hobbies? Leer.
Leer mucho, sí. Leer. Me
Lots
gusta
of
mucho.
reading.
Me gusta la jardinería.
You really like Korean TV shows.
Yes.
Bueno películas.
I like riding bikes as well. I'm more of a push bike person, but I have got a motorbike and I'm starting to get into that.
Play guitar.
Play guitar.
I play a lot of guitar, yeah, totally.
I like to do more traveling next year and in my spare time. I really like watching movies really and reading at the moment, and I'm getting into running, which I'm just
20
starting,
minutes
but I'm
of
really
running.
getting into it. What have you chosen Portugal, since all of you have different backgrounds, and was it difficult to learn Portuguese? Well, we follow them.
Yeah, it's their fault.
I did some travelling here a long time ago and really liked it. And I found the Portuguese quite difficult, but I can speak it well enough.
Yeah, the same, but then we thought might as well move where there's community. My sister, my brother-in-law were here, so that made sense.
Yeah.
And my mom joined us as well. And then the other question, I think this is the last one, is Andrea Indian? And her mother is Latin America.
No.
I'm not Indian, even though when I went to India, people thought I was Indian. And yeah, my mom is Venezuelan and I'm Venezuelan too. Just like
Yes.
There
her.
we go.
So we organize here by height.
Sí, me veo más alta que tú.
So we really wanted to talk to you about healthcare. So we come from the UK, so we had a national health system over there and the same over here. And overall, it's been very good. We also have private insurance, just so we offload a little bit of the strain onto the public sector. But you've had a operation.
I did. I was very happy with it from beginning to end. I had an operation on my leg, surgery. And I have to say I had something similar in the UK, but this was really good. And I would say actually better because they treated the problem rather than the symptom.
They were more thorough.
They were more
yeah.
thorough.
And then I'm going to speak Spanish to my mom.
Bueno, yo he tenido suerte porque tanto en Inglaterra como aquí he tenido buena asistencia médica. En Inglaterra no me puedo quejar. Y aquí igual, aquí el trato es excelente, pero aquí la medicina es más preventiva que en Inglaterra, entonces eso te ayuda y te tranquiliza, tienes un control cada cierto tiempo.
¿Y la medicina aquí tienes que pagar?
Te dan un código y la adquieres en la farmacia con un costo muy pequeño.
O sea, pagas pero subsidiado.
Sí, sí, pero en Inglaterra las tenía totalmente gratuitas.
So overall, I think the health system is very good. If you require some private health insurance, I think it's pretty good as well. Good. We pay 35 euros per month if you're interested per person for insurance, and that gives us access to online medicine 24 hours and some other perks. So overall, very good. And
good dentists as well.
Very
Yes.
good dentists.
And
That's
cheaper.
much cheaper. I mean, you had a
Root canal for 180 euros.
Yeah.
Took 3 sessions.
Yeah, I got my braces done here, and that was 3,000 euros. And I believe in England that would have cost me about 6,000 pounds.
Everything double.
So overall, also the dentistry is very good.
So we wanted to tell you guys about our social life. That was actually one of the main reasons we came to Portugal, is that we found a nice group of people to hang around with, and we really enjoyed their company, and we were really lacking that in the UK. We were living in Bournemouth for 10 years, and we really struggled to find our circle of friends there. So
Yeah.
here it's almost a little bit too much, really.
Yeah, we do have to stop ourselves from going out sometimes because
Completely.
there's a lot of invitations to go out for dinner, barbecue. We go for an open mic every Friday, which is amazing, at our friends'
Yeah.
pub. Actually, it's a lovely couple,
Shami at Ponte de Musela.
Ponte de Musela. So if you are from this area, go on Fridays. They do an amazing
You'll see us
night
do a little sing-along.
with our friend Jim, doing amazing work on the guitar. So you speak Portuguese,
Sim,
Sama?
fala português.
Sí, quanto?
Quanto? São segunda-feira.
He always says stuff like that. I speak a little bit of Portuguese because I speak Spanish, so it's really easy for me to speak Portuguese. So eu falo muito, um pouquinho bom, um pouquinho
She's
bem.
really good, actually.
Português, mas eu tenho que praticar muito mais porque é um pouco mais de portunhol.
I can get myself out of a situation. I've had to talk to the police when I get stopped because they like stopping people all the time. And and just do
And when
orders.
you go to the builder's yard, you can order stuff and so on.
Yeah,
So
because
that's-
they just don't speak English really over
You are
there.
in the countryside. You're gonna find a lot more authentic experience of the Portuguese, which is awesome.
I'm a lot better at reading, and I try to learn a new word as every time I pick up a newspaper or something. I've always got Google Translate to see what the translation is.
Yeah, I
So,
think you get in there.
yeah, could be better, but
Yeah,
I'm
não
not,
faz mal.
não fez mal.
Sit. This is our cat Luna, and she's a very happy kitty here in the countryside.
We were actually most worried about her because she was like the biggest princess in the UK. She didn't even like going outside to use the toilet. And now she's like the most wild.
Yeah.
Even the big tomcat of the neighborhood is scared of her.
It's true. So it's a very good opportunity to talk about the pets. So we brought our cats here. We have 3 kitties. Another one is called Tony and Iggy. And they have adapted really, really well here.
Amazingly.
The only thing is obviously they are more outdoors, so they do get fleas and ticks here more often. So we have to give them more medicine. And they also get bites and so on. So we do have to take them to the vets more often than we used to back in the UK. But the vets bills here are a lot cheaper, which is great. It's a lot cheaper.
But the food is more expensive.
Yeah, the food is
Yeah.
a bit more expensive, and so that's the downside of it. But overall, they have adapted really well. And the only thing is that here in Portugal, in the countryside, you do see a lot of dogs chained, which is a massive
Less so
shame.
nowadays, it feels like. I
Yeah.
think they're doing something about it.
Yeah, the culture is definitely changing, but you do see it and it's really sad. But there's a lot of associations popping up doing amazing work and trying to rescue a lot of dogs and cats. And one of those dogs was Canela, and she has also been adapting really, really well. She's such a good girl.
Yeah, and she gets along kind of with our cats. Our cats have accepted her into the family.
It's taking a bit of time. It will take time. Got into the car because we actually have to go and buy some things for the floor that's going to be poured tomorrow. So we need to go and get some things, but we can talk about the challenges we've had in Portugal. So not everything is perfect, and there have been definitely some things that we sort of don't like or find it a little bit difficult to adjust to. And the first one for me is the driving. It's very special. People, like, there's a lot of people that tailgate. Obviously it's not everyone, but there's a lot of tailgating, more than the UK. Speeding, overtaking when they shouldn't. So it's sort of like offensive driving. You do see it more often here, and it's just a bit unsafe. I've been tailgated by a 18-ton truck before, and that was really scary.
For me, it's the wildfires. Every summer, we're always terrified about the wildfires. They're all over the place. There's smoke, there's ash falling from the sky,
Yeah.
and you just don't know when the next fire is going to start near your house.
Okay guys, so this is the end of our video. Will we do it again?
Most certainly.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, even under the current circumstances, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I think one thing I want to say right at the end, you know, if you're thinking about doing something similar to ourselves, don't spend too much time investigating. Sometimes you need that little bit of naivety to jump into a big project, because
Yeah.
if you actually fully understood how deep it's going to get,
You never do it.
you might be put off by that. So you know what? Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
We will do it again in Portugal.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
After 5
totally.
years, we're very happy here. I think another country we probably would have thought of.
Italy,
Personally,
probably.
Italy, definitely the food, the people, the culture there
It's very
is
similar to here, to be
very
honest.
similar actually. The driving's worse but over there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next
We
Saturday.
love you all.
Love you all.
Bye.
To get your own Jackery Explorer 2000 V2 and enjoy the biggest sale ever, click on the link below or scan the QR code on your screen.